Hi. Hello. Today we're going to talk about what to look for when buying a guitar. Now, say if you are new to buying a guitar or you don't know what to look for when you're shopping for a guitar, well, I'm going to talk about what I look for when I shop for a guitar, and this will probably help you out. First thing I look for is the look. I always choose a guitar. First thing that I notice when I walk into a guitar store is what does the guitar look like and do I like the shape. So for me, particularly my tastes have grown throughout the years with playing guitar. I started out with the Stratocaster. I used to play that a lot. I used to like the shape of that because of Jimi Hendrix. So I'd usually go for light maple necks with the white finish. I'd look for those kind of guitars. And then later on it grew into like Gibson Les Pauls that I used to like. You know, the gold top. I think that looks pretty good. You know, the gold top that, like, for example, Slash uses in Guns N' Roses. And lately I just particularly like the Telecaster. I just like the look of the Telecaster. I like the sound. It's just an overall great looking guitar in my opinion. So yeah, first thing I look for is the look. Second thing I look for is the sound. So when I plug it into an amp in the store, or I just play it without an amp, just go through some riffs, play some chords, blah, 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 and I just see how it sounds. Right? I look for the sound, play along, la la la, and after a while, you know, you start to notice different sounds in different guitars. Like, every guitar does not sound the same, most people say. Even if you have two of the same models of Telecasters or Stratocasters, you're bound to have some differences in sounds. I don't know. And the guitar strings are another factor that will affect the sound, so that comes into play. Me particularly, I usually go for Elixirs. Elixir guitar strings are just the best. I mean, you ask any guitar player, they mention Elixirs and they say, yeah, it's a really good brand of guitar strings. So yeah, put some Elixirs on any guitar, it'll sound even better. So the guitar strings, the sound of the guitar, and they say like the factors like wood and stuff. I don't really care about that. I just depended on, I factor my judgment on the sound and the feel of the guitar. The guitar is it's a very personal choice, in my opinion. It's not about like the technicalities or shit. Like, I mean, like, for example, a lot of famous guitar players use shitty guitars. You see them, they got like these really worn out, ugly guitars that they like to play on stage. And why do they do that? Because, well, they feel comfortable with it. It's just like a blanket, you know. When you choose a guitar, it's like choosing a new friend. Like, you have to feel comfortable with this new friend of yours. So, for example, I used to buy like really expensive guitars, and I used to play really cheap, broken ass, like, used guitars. And for me, the price does not really matter or factor into my choice. Really, it's more about, do I feel comfortable with this guitar in my arms? Another thing I notice is that a lot of people don't do this, but I'll tell you this. It really helps if you are a singer and you play guitar. It really helps to sing and play guitar at the same time when you're testing out a new guitar. Not a lot of people do that. When you see people in the guitar store that do, like, they play their riffs as fast as they can, they try to show off in front of everyone. Well, it's not really going to help, you know, in your decision in purchasing a guitar. So this is what I recommend to you if you want to buy a guitar. Go into a guitar store, look around, take a gander, look at what colors and what shapes that you like. Me, I like bright colors. I don't really go for black guitars. So I look for bright colors. So I look for, like, for example, like gold colors, or I don't know, maple colors, maple neck colors. So that's what I look for first. Then I look for the shape. Okay, oh, this shape looks good. This shape. I don't really like those V guitars. No, that's not my style. I don't really go for a lot of Gibsons, except for the Les Paul. But then again, Les Pauls are really fucking heavy, so I just hate the way it feels in my arms. I mean, I cannot play this guitar for hours on end standing up. It's gonna hurt my back. Most people have said this. So I don't really like Gibsons in particular. Right? So the next thing is, so you look at the color, you look at the shape. Wow, that looks good. Next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna say, "Excuse me, may I try this guitar out?" to the salesman, or just pick it up. If you want, play it. Put it in your arms. Put it in your arms, standing up with a guitar strap. Right? And look for a mirror if you want. See how it feels in your arms with the strap. See how it feels when you're sitting down with it. Right? Does this guitar feel comfortable? Is this too heavy? Is it too awkward? Does the neck feel too fat? Does the body sound difficult, like when you're plucking? All these factors, just feel it in your arms. Close your eyes, pretend you're on stage. Can you play this guitar comfortably on stage without thinking too much about what you're holding in your arms? That's the next thing, right? Then the next thing you do is you play it. You fucking play it. You play it, but don't play these goddamn riffs like Eddie Van Halen riffs. Like, I mean, if you're into metal, yeah, go for it. But if your style is not metal, then please don't go playing through these blues riffs, you know, for everyone to hear. Go through some major chords, simple open chords is enough, right? Just play around with the neck. So let me give you an example. This guitar. Let me tell you the story about this guitar. This is not even my guitar. This is my uncle's guitar. He gave me this guitar for free. Actually, he loaned it to me, but I never gave it back. But he just let me keep it. But as you can see, it's a really old classical guitar. And this is one of my favorite guitars that I like to play. Why? Because when I hold it in my hands, it feels comfortable. It's a really light guitar. It's not electric. I know. I was talking about electric guitars in the beginning, but a guitar is a guitar. Okay, we'll just switch to acoustic for now. As you can see, it's not a very expensive looking guitar. If you were to see this in a guitar store, maybe it's selling for, I don't know, $200, $300. I don't know. Who knows, right? Put it in my arms. Close my eyes. Does it feel good? Yeah, it does. It does. Does it feel good? The neck? Well, that's the next thing you need to do. You need to play with different shapes and different areas of the guitar. Different chords. I just go through different shapes. Does it feel good? Yeah, it does. Pretty much. But you gotta know that not every guitar is gonna feel exactly perfect in your arms, right? Like, for example, I did some tweaking with the saddle, right? Because I like really low action on my guitar because it's easier to grip, like ding versus right? Those things you can take care of later on, right? But when you're first looking into buying a guitar, just close your eyes, stand up, sit down, go through the whole neck, entire neck, and say to yourself, does this feel comfortable? And this guitar feels just like a glove for me. Now, I've tried this is a classical guitar. I've tried other guitars in the guitar store. Some are worth thousands of dollars, and when I play it, it just doesn't feel right. It's not for me. This guitar is fine for me. Now the final thing you need to do, the last step, which I encourage everybody, if you are a singer, songwriter, or you sing and play guitar, is to sing and play the guitar. Seriously. Sometimes you'll notice that it just doesn't sound right, the combination. Your voice and the guitar doesn't sound right. And for me, this guitar sounds just right. The volume is right, for example. There's a picture on my kitchen wall. Looks like Jesus and his friends involved. There's a party getting started in the yard. There's a couple getting steamy by the car parked in the drive. Was I too young to see this with my eyes? It feels like butter. Me and the guitar are one. We are a good pair. Okay? So, that's it for today. I hope what I've said has helped you out with your guitar purchase. So, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I will try my best to answer them. Or you can just Twitter me at just604, and I will do my best to make a follow-up video if you want about purchasing guitars. I'm thinking of making a video about how to purchase used guitars on Craigslist. That should be an interesting topic. But for now, take this in, digest, and yeah, let me know what you think. Okay. My name's Justin.